it mean to be a woman in film?
It means it's really hard.
What's up, all my UX Droids and Wikis? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of the Marvels.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Oh, you're welcome, Bree. It's absolutely no problem. Now, before I get into going over the plot of this movie, I need to explain to you that haven't seen it, or, maybe you were kind of confused about the genre of this movie, because it is presented like this is a, multi-million dollar, which it is multi-million dollar production for the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What it actually is a chick flick that's geared at 11 to 13-year-old girls. How do I know this? Well, I was a 11 to 13-year-old girl back in the day, and I watched movies like Sleepover and Aquamarine and other chick flicks like that, which were about girls that were about that age range in 8th grade going into high school, and the power of friendship and that type of friendshiply bond and love and camaraderie and, trying to achieve a goal with your friends, which is exactly what Aquamarine and Sleepover are, and the Marvels is. That's right, guys. This is a chick flick geared at young adolescent girls, not a superhero movie from the Marvel universe that actually is true to the characters. No, it's just a surface level chick flick that the entire plot revolves around, get this, jewelry, girl power friendship, and cats.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Now, if you guys think I'm kidding, I can assure you I am not. The entire subplot of this movie is the cat from the first movie laid a bunch of eggs on the space station that Nick Fury runs, and those eggs turn into kittens that swallow everyone, and that somehow turns into the way that they save everyone because the space station is broken and malfunctioning. All of that fun stuff. But yeah, it's about cats, girl power friendship, and jewelry. Now, the whole thing with the jewelry is the bracelet that I guess Kamala got from her grandmother, which she says in the movie is how she got it. I didn't watch the TV show. I had zero interest in it, but apparently that's how she got it. Her grandma sent it to her in the mail. But her bracelet, or she calls it bangle. Maybe that's because they don't want to call it bracers like Wonder Woman. But so her bracelet, her and the villain, who's also a strong, independent woman that don't need no man. They I guess have the pair. I guess there's these bracelets that that they got one of each, and so it's all the magic. They really don't explain anything, so it's like they say a line, and that's just supposed to make everything make sense, and it doesn't if you actually take the time to think about it, but whatever, plot. So that's what it is, guys. Jewelry, cats, power of girl power friendship. That's the movie in a nutshell, in the tiniest little nutshell.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know, right? Millions of dollars, and not just that. I think it was like, what, $250 million, and that's what they came up with. Great job. But so, okay, let's get into the plot of this movie. So the whole thing revolves around them switching powers. So whenever one of them uses a power, it switches. So Brie Larson starts off by going face to face with strong, independent women. And while she's facing off strong, independent women, Kamala is doing something and she switches with Brie Larson. And Monica is doing something with Nick Fury on a space station, and what happens? Oh no, they switch, and all of a sudden Kamala is in her, astronaut suit. And so Nick Fury and Monica have to go show up to Kamala's house, and Kamala, of course, is switching back and forth with Brie Larson, and she's like, I don't know who you are, and I'm fighting them, and they're like, oh, okay, we gotta figure this out. And her parents are like, where is she? Why is Captain Marvel in our house? She's like, Captain Marvel is here, and then the kind of all the stuff that you guys saw from the trailers. So they all figure out, oh shoot, every time we use our powers, we're switching places, but we kind of got to go fight strong, independent women, who, by the way, is a knockoff of Ronan the Accuser. She has his hammer, which got destroyed, but they need it for the plot, so everybody forgets that.
Stop it! Right now.
Now, strong, independent women's whole entire plot and purpose is basically the plot of Amazballz, which is she hates Brie Larson because in Captain Marvel, Brie Larson destroyed the AI that ran their entire planet. So apparently the planet has no water, no oxygen, no nothing. So she has made it her point to go to every single planet, get all their resources, and literally suck out all of their resources, just like Spaceballs. So that way she can fix their planet, even though their sun or their star is dead, which it leads into the cut scene, or not the cut scene, but the extra scene at the end of the credits for this movie. But so that's basically everything that the bad chick is trying to do. So she's going to different planets to take all of their resources. Yay, Spaceballs, which I adore Spaceballs, and they did it so much better and with a far smaller budget. Remember, $250 million. That's not even for the marketing of this movie. I'm sure it's a lot more because Disney likes to lie about their numbers. But so they have to go and fight her, and they're like, oh my gosh, we're not syncing right. Our powers aren't syncing correctly, because as they're trying to fight her, Kamala, they're like, stop using your powers because you can't fly and you're a child, and us two grown women who have fighting experience, we need to fight the bad guys. And Kamala's like, but I want to help. So they have to help all the aliens, all the Kree that she is kind of destroying their damn planet. And so they have to go do that. And then they do, and they get away, and they aren't able to save everyone. And it's this whole thing that could have been a very valuable lesson for Kamala, but it's not. So they go back on Brie Larson's ship. They get rid of all the Skrulls. And guess what? Guess what, guys? They have this whole girl time montage scene, just like Sleepover and Aquamarine. So guys, let me show you this, because you're not going to believe me. But, okay. So there's this, like I said, the whole girl power montage scene of them trying to learn their powers. Now, guys, for you gentlemen, this might gross you out a little bit, but this whole thing is symbolic of women's period syncing, because they are all getting their powers in sync. And what's the whole joke about when a bunch of women hang out and spend all this time together? The whole thing is that, oh yeah, their periods sync, and they go out of their way multiple times in this to bring up the fact that they need their powers to all coordinate and to all link and sync up with each other. So we have this whole girl power thing, which a lot of, especially I feel like all the modern feminists, they like to bring up the whole period thing. They got period blood on everything. There's that new cover with Jean Grey where it's like her period blood in the shape of the phoenix, and then you got that one superpower, or the superhero comic that the chick from Game of Thrones did, where it's like she gets power from her period blood. So they have an entire montage scene in this movie of them getting their powers, aka their periods, in sync. I'm not kidding.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. I'm really not. Like, this is actually the movie. But so, back to the plot. They need to figure out, now that all their periods powers are in sync, they need to figure out where strong, independent women is going next. And since she's stealing all of these planets' resources, Brie Larson is like, I know this planet that just happens to have a lot of water. Let's go there. And the girls are like, how do you happen to know all of this about the planet? And Brie Larson's like, well, let me tell you, it's because I'm the princess of that planet, because I married the prince. And congratulations, Disney. Disney just made Brie Larson a Disney princess, and she offered a new cosplay for all of the people that go in cosplay. Now they got a formal dress for Captain Marvel, so congratulations there. And the second I saw this, because they go to this planet where they only communicate through song, and it's like a musical episode, and it's on the sound stage, and I saw this, and I was like, I have seen this movie before. It's Brandy Cinderella. Heck, even the prince is Asian. And I'm just like, oh my freaking God. The woman that directed this movie, this was her big break, guys. So many people, I think, would just die for this opportunity in their career to get a multi-$100 million budget to work on a Marvel movie with some of the most iconic characters. Maybe not some of the other ones in this, but pretty iconic characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And what does this chick do? She takes every single young girl chick flick trope, like Sleepover, like Aquamarine, like Brandy Cinderella, and shoehorns them in to this. And I'm watching this and I'm like, oh my God. Like I said earlier, and obviously, I'm an adult now, but I was at one time a young girl. Every single trope in this, I'm like, you stole that from another freaking movie. I have already watched this chick flick. I watched it a long ass time ago, which obviously the director did too, because she just took, I guess, everything that she liked when she was younger and then put it in this movie, which I'm like, oh, all right. There's a time and a place for that. But the Marvel Cinematic Universe, really? Really? Okay. No wonder this is a monumental failure. Everything in this movie is basically pointless. But whatever. They aren't able to save Brie Larson's husband's planet from the bad lady. They have to go off to this other planet, have this little powwow thing. Something happens to where they're not able to switch anymore. They fight the bad chick, and Monica has to end up sacrificing herself by repowering a star with their light magic. She goes through this portal, which is going to lead her into another universe that also leads into the end credit scene where it shows Kelsey Grammer and her mother as binary, which is the character that Brie Larson's character is supposed to turn into after Rogue steals her powers, but they don't want to do any of that because you can't dethrone Brie Larson, the queen, the princess Brie Larson. And so that happens. Monica goes through a portal, goes away, fixes the star, saves everyone, which she literally could have done on the other side of the portal, but that doesn't matter. They need the plot to move forward. And this is where all of the cats come in. Where's that picture of the damn cats? So the cats. So while all this is happening, Nick Fury, who is back to, I guess he's demoted to comedic relief, is on the space station with all the cats. They show back up and they're like, the space station's gonna explode. And the only way to get everyone off, because all the escape pods are broken, is to let all of the kittens swallow everyone on the space station so that way they can all fit on top or into Brie Larson's spaceship and they can all go to Earth. And they're all just supposed to be okay with getting eaten by cats, and then they make a whole joke about, oh, we're literally hurting cats. It's like, dear God, this is what we have come to. This is what Marvel has devolved into. All of they're able to get all the cats back onto the planet or back onto Earth. All of these new alien kittens are introduced into Earth's atmosphere, Earth's ecosystem. That's going to be fun. New invasive species. Yay! Nobody thinks of any of these things, or at least the woman directing and writing this movie, which I'm pretty sure she probably used ChatGPT to write this film because it is that bad and that unnatural. And then it ends with Brie and Kamala's family unloading everything into Brie's house because she's moving back into her house, because for all of the time that she's gone, nobody bought her house. I guess it was just sitting there, or Monica Rambeau's house or Monica's mom's house or something like that. Somehow nobody has bought this house. None of the property hasn't changed ownership in any way, shape, or form. And she's just moving all of her shit back into this house. And there's a plane and they're talking about her. And then it goes to cutscenes and all that. That's the movie. Yay! Now, to me, it's absolutely no mystery why this movie is failing and why people are having such a bad reaction to it. I'm having a bad reaction to it, and I'm a girl, the person that it's aimed at. Maybe I'm a little older than the girls that it's aimed at, but still, this was a whole girl power, female empowerment, mumbo jumbo type of movie, and I couldn't even stand it. If I wanted to watch something like that, I would go and watch Mean Girls. I would go and watch any of the other movies that I have shown you guys in this video so far as examples. Any of those are better and make much more sense and have a much more cohesive plot, and the points that it's trying to make actually hit as compared to this movie. So yeah, total shocker that its opening weekend was a complete bomb. And then you got all of these feminazis that are going on Twitter saying, it's misogynist's fault, this movie is failing. No, the movie is failing because it's bad. It's just straight up bad. I'm a girl and I think it's bad. You want to call me misogynist? No, they'll probably just call me a pick-me or whatever, even though I'm freaking engaged and have been in a relationship for like ever. But that's all they have to go to. They can't stand their own failure, so they go and they start name-calling. It's pathetic. But remember, guys, just like Bree said, it wasn't made for you.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him. It wasn't made for him.
So when they go and they complain that it's all the evil, misogynistic men that are the reason why the Marvels failed, just go and tell them, well, you told me it wasn't made for me the first time around. I heard ya, so I didn't go see it the next time around.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
You're welcome, Brie. But anyways, guys, that is my review of The Marvels. It's terrible. It's absolutely god-awful. Don't even waste your time watching it. I watched it so you don't have to, and even that was time out of my life that I will never get back. But it's gone now. Now you guys get to enjoy my pain and suffering for you. But anyways, guys, let me know what you thought about all of this down below in the comments section. If you guys liked this video, if you guys liked my review, please let me know in the comments. Please smash the like button if you guys haven't yet. Maybe take a minute, smash that subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that you set the notifications to all, because here on YouTube doesn't like to send out notifications. But if you at least set it to all, then you might get your notifications. I am also on Rumble. I also tweet out whenever I post videos and stuff for those of you that don't get notifications. So you guys can go follow me on all of those platforms. And until next time, guys, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for supporting my channel and my content. If you guys would like to support me further, I don't have a Patreon or anything like that, but what I do have is an Indiegogo campaign that's live right now. I sell books, calendars, and posters. You guys can go check it out, see if there's anything on there that you fancy. I do this pretty much every single year now, and this is my third calendar, and everyone that has come out to support me, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. You make content like this possible, considering how much YouTube hates me. So if this is something you guys are interested in, go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. And once again, everyone, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.